Hello, yes, you're welcome to yet another edition of your favorite oil and gas TV show, Ipman Today. For those of you just hooking up to us for the first time, Ipman Today is the flagship television show of Ipman, and Ipman is the acronym for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. Now, every week on Ipman Today, I'll bring you the activities of Ipman led by the president of Ipman, that is Alhaji Abubakar Shettima. I also bring you latest news within Nigeria's oil and gas sector. On this episode, on this edition of Ipman Today, I'll bring you a wide variety of thoughts from our president. Now, recently, an Ipman delegation paid a courtesy visit to the authority chief executive of the Nmdpra. Now, what was this visit all about? I'm sure you are thinking what this visit is all about. Now, for your interest, that visit comprised of key members of the other factions of Ipman who have decided to sheath their swords and work with Alhaji Abubakar Shettima. Now, this is a brand new Ipman, globally united for peace, for prosperity in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. Now, right after that, I'll bring you what the president thinks about this truce between the federal government and the Dangote refinery. Now, of course, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made it clear that NNPC should supply crude oil to Dangote refinery, and they should do that in Naira. What are the implications of this? We'll get to know all of that from our president's point of view. And right after that, it might interest you to know that the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Right Honorable Ekpo will be celebrating 1 year in office as Nigeria's pioneer gas minister. Now, what have been his key achievements? What has he done to drive Nigeria's gas sector forward? Alhaji Abubakar Shettima, the president of Ipman, will be talking to us on all of that. Remember, this is Ipman Today on the largest network in all of Africa, the NTA. My name remains Alpha Mokone. I'll be back right after this short break. I'll bring you the verdict right now on your screen. Our president will be headlining today's edition of the verdict. Like I said earlier, you don't want to miss this for anything else. I'll be back. You're welcome to yet again the verdict on Ipman Today. And as always, we have Mr. President on set. Mr. President, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Afam.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, well done.
Recently, we saw a visit where you led a delegation of the so-called other faction of Ipman to the office of the authority chief executive, sir. Tell us, what was the aim of that visit?
Well, as you know, before we have a small division, and as the other set of our independent petroleum marketers, they decided by themselves to come together. So as they come together with us, we go to the chief executive officer to tell him that now in the whole Nigeria, independent petroleum marketers, we are one. So that he will be an eyewitness. And we visited him. He is very, very happy for the visit.
In fact, sir, before we go further, let's take a short clip, because Ipman Today was at that visit where our national president, Alhaji Abubakar Shettima, led this delegation of heavyweights to the office of the authority chief executive. So I'll bring you the clip so you can get to see it yourself and make of it what you will. We'll be back.
Oh, I'm very happy to see that the two factions of Ipman have come together, as it has been in the past couple of years or decades, I would say. So now we'll have a harmony in the country because there is no pushback from each of these membership. We are very glad because our happiness and objective has always been to see one united Ipman, because Ipman is very important to the industry. They own almost, I could say, 70 to 75% of our retail outlets. And with them coming together, I think there'll be more discipline in terms of the way we conduct our businesses and in terms of the way we share and distribute petroleum products. I mean, them coming together will provide a lot more discipline in the downstream sector of the petroleum industry. So we are very, very happy to see the two factions coming together and become as one. So there's only one Ipman now, and I'm very pleased to be part of this success history.
Now, those were some sublime thoughts of the ace. I'm talking about the authority chief executive officer of the Nmdpra. But what does he think about all sort of fake news that continue to spread concerning Ipman, he has this to say.
Yeah, because it helps because in the past, there are news coming from all sections. One section blaming the other, one other. So we didn't know really the truth about all these things. But now that they are united, they are one, there will be a lot of smooth operations in terms of downstream distribution aspect, because what is important here is the distribution of petroleum products. And Ipman is a major actor in this space.
And let me also bring you the thoughts of Alhaji Debo Ahmed and, of course, the thoughts of our national president of Ipman, Alhaji Abubakar Shettima, on what they had to say concerning the visit to the NMDPRA and how do they feel and what was the visit all about. Listen to them.
We are here because we've reconciled our crisis that had been devouring us for almost 9 to 15 years. And we are very happy to call him because he is a very good contributor to our coming together. And we see that as a way of coming to interest before going to any other agency. They have been very assisting us a lot, and our coming together is going to improve on our distribution pattern of petroleum products in this country.
Well, in fact, today is our happiest day. We are very, very happy as we are one body now and we work together. So we thank God for being together, and by God's grace, we assure Nigerians the availability of petroleum products all over the country. And we thank our authority for up and down that he has been doing to make sure that the independent petroleum marketers has become one and has one body. So we thanks for that. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome back from that short break where you saw the authority chief executive expressing his happiness at this united Ipman. Mr. President, sir, how do you feel right now? I mean, Ipman is one all over the world. Tell us, how do you feel?
No, we feel very happy because, in a situation whereby all your members, they come together, that shows a sign of unity, that shows a sign of good government, because since the time when I have come, that is what I have been doing, to see that we united our members. Those feel that they are being offended, and now they all supported the movement. So it's a very good welcome development. I'm very, very happy with the new development that we have now.
Mr. President, I want to ask you this because for years, past presidents of Ipman have not been able to actually galvanize this unity. How were you able to do it in such a short time? Because, I mean, you were inaugurated in December just last year, just a few months, and here we are.
Well, it depends on the tactics of the leadership, and I call their attention. I tell them the reality. There is nothing we can achieve without coming together, because when we are together, definitely we are going to achieve a lot in such a way that we can be able to get our full allocation, and we can be able to divide this allocation to our members, so that most of our members nowadays, they are not in the business because of the disunity. But now as we have unity, generally I know definitely we are going to get all our product, and those who even close their filling station, they will all open their filling station and start selling.
Well, Mr. President, sir, you've explained this in details, but for the sake of our viewers who may not understand the intricacies involved, how did that disunity led to low supply of PMS products to your members?
Well, generally not only in Ipman, even in the country, when there is no unity, the government cannot function properly. Likewise, the same thing with the independent petroleum marketers. Now, as we are all together, you will see we can go and see how we can be able to get all our products through the NNPC. Then, apart from that, our unity too will bring a proper cooperation among us, whereby we can assist those who are lower marketers that cannot be able to carry the product. When we are united, we can be able to assist them to see that they started carrying their product. So that is the essence of unity.
And we think that with this visit to the NMDPRA, we see the release of the debt being owed to Ipman members. I'm going to say a speedy release of it.
Yes, quite all right. Even NMDPRA now, they have been doing their best. When I think they have started paying our money, and I know this, our unity too, will encourage them to see how they can be able to go all around to see that they pay us the remaining debts that we are owing.
Okay, Mr. President, away from that, let's talk about gas. Because the Honorable Minister of Gas, Petroleum Resources, the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Right Honorable Ekwerikpe will be celebrating 1 year of gas in office as Honorable Minister. How would you describe his efforts so far, sir, at the end of affairs?
No, the minister has achieved a lot. Because before he come, nobody is talking much about the gas. We just talk through the media, but now you have been seeing it in the reality, because he is opportune to open so many retail outlets for gas in the country. And apart from that, even the Moza stations, he has been able to open those places. And you have been seeing, if you go there now, in most of the filling stations that you have been seeing that some cars are being converted to gas, and they are queuing to buy the gas.
But before now, sir, what do you think were the major challenges in gas that he has been able to solve, those most important achievements of his office?
Well, in fact, that is what we have been telling him always. Let him give much cooperation to independent petroleum marketers, because already we are in the business. So if he involves us seriously, he engages us to the gas expansion program, definitely he will achieve more than what he have achieved now.
So
Despite the fact that even now he has done his best, because what he did is not a small thing.
So you are giving him kudos
Yes,
for a job well done so far.
quite all right.
Do we see more collaboration between Ipman and the gas minister going forward?
Yes, we have seen, because even just of recent he called us to come and sit down and see how we can be able to synergize together to make an effort to see that we open our retail outlet for gas.
Okay, sir. No, last week on Ipman Today, we were looking at the issues between the NNPCL and the Dangote refinery, where you made mention of a critical point. You said that it's a matter of understanding and it's all about business. And just as you said, the federal government has decided to supply crude oil to the Dangote refinery, sir. What do you think about this development?
No, it's a very good, welcome development. Just like what I have been saying, Nigerians should cooperate with the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's a very good leader because he has a listening ear. Immediately when you mention what you like, he will see what he can do. And now you see what he did is a very good, welcome development, and you will see the way things will be going by God's grace.
And you also said that they should supply crude oil to him in Naira.
Yes.
What is the importance of that? Because some people are thinking, does it make any difference?
No, for them to tell him to buy in dollar when we are using Naira in the country, it will make the product very expensive to him. Okay. So when he uses Naira, then we too, we can be able to get it through Naira, through him.
Okay, because I was
by using Naira.
Yes, because that means that Ipman will now pay in Naira.
Yes, that's what it means. Because if we buy in Naira, then we too we have to buy in Naira.
Okay.
Yes.
And the implication of this will generally mean that there will be more supply of PMS products.
Yes, immediately when he started, there would be more supply, because if you look at the diesel now, it's a little bit fair. There is no scarcity of diesel, as he has already started the production. So the same thing applied to PMS. When he started, I know there will be no scarcity of PMS again.
Okay. Let's round up with this, sir. Are we saying, I need to go back to the beginning of the conversation. Are we saying now to the members of the public and to the world that there are no more two parts of Ipman?
Just like what you have seen, no any part of Ipman again, apart from the one that we are together now.
Apart from you,
yes,
president.
Apart from me being the president, no any other president in the whole country. So, and they accepted to follow me so that we can be able to work together. Because, in an election, when election is being conducted, when a leader is being elected, so at least, there are some small problems, and this problem now has been solved because all the other parties, they accepted I am the only president of the association.
And your members generally, I think they are so excited.
In the whole country, they are very happy because disunity is bad. Nobody is aiming to bring disunity.
Now, sir, there's this issue of protests being brandished by some faceless groups that we have seen to be faceless. What is your message to Ipman members?
Well, we independent petroleum marketers, we don't normally participate in protest. And we are calling the attention of all our members should not participate in protest. And even those people who wanted to protest, I think since we have a democratic government, there is nothing that will make them to go and start protesting. The only thing, because through all what I heard, Mr. President is listening to all their complaints, and he has started even taking actions. So I think for a good country, there is no need for us to start doing protest, because there are some bad elements, just like the NSAS that they have done before. Many people, our marketers, has lost so many things on the road, whereby their vehicles are being burnt, their cars are being burnt, so a lot of things. So we are calling the attention of the Nigerians. They should be away from the protest.
So Ipman members are not part of it?
Ipman members were not part of the protest, and we cannot welcome any idea on the protest.
Okay, but sir, recently there's been some increment of PMS products in some parts of Nigeria. What exactly is happening? I mean, do we need to go through this all the time in Nigeria?
Well, that is the reason why now we are encouraging those people who started constructing their refineries, because immediately when we have availability of that product in the country, there is no need of increment. You will be seeing at the end of the day, the price will fall down.
But why exactly has some filling stations increased their pump price?
You know what makes some filling stations are increasing their pump price is because those private depot owners, sometimes immediately when they see any gap in supply, so they may decide to increase at once. So if they increase the price, our marketers has no choice. When they buy through them, when they come, they have to add their margin. So that is just what is happening.
But is there no measure to ensure that these depot owners don't just unfairly increase their pump price?
The only measures is let them start giving independent petroleum marketers their own share.
Okay,
so if
allocation.
Our own allocation. If we can be able to get our own allocation, then there is no need of going to the private depot owners and buy product. And that is what we are looking for, so that if we get our direct allocation, so the masses will enjoy the benefit behind it, because we are going to sell it at a lower rate to them.
Okay, beyond selling it at a lower rate to the masses, do you say that once Ipman gets a direct allocation, there will be no more fuel scarcity in Nigeria?
There will be no more fuel scarcity, because already we are the owners of the filling station. Okay. And if we can get this product direct, then automatically, immediately when we load, we have to carry it to our filling stations and discharge and start selling.
And Ipman has the capacity to actually receive this 50% allocation?
Seriously, we have almost 85% retail outlets in the country.
Yes, certainly you do. And you have the depot.
And we have the depots that we can be able to discharge this product.
Okay, without buying from third parties?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. President, thank you so much, sir. It's been enlightening, actually, because Nigerians are actually looking at this fuel scarcity and they are wondering when will it come to an end. And you just nailed it. Thank you, Mr. President. Do you have any last words before we round up this segment?
Well, in fact, what I will just say, still, I am appealing to the whole Nigerians. Let's give this government a chance so that they can be able to fulfill their dreams. Because I know Mr. President is a very hardworking, he's a businessman, so let's cooperate with him, let's encourage him so that we can be able to achieve what his aims and objectives.
That sums up this segment on the verdict. Alhaji Abubakar Megandi Shettima says that we should give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a chance to fulfill his dreams for Nigeria, because only then will he be able to maximize Nigeria's resources for Nigeria's prosperity. This is Ipman Today. This is the verdict. We'll be back right after this short break. Keep your diet still on NTA, the largest network in Africa. You're welcome back from the verdicts. You also heard all the president had to say concerning a wide range of issues. Now, before I round up the show, I'll bring you a short press conference held by our national president of Ipman, where he addressed the issues of this protest being called upon by some Nigerians. Let's go.
Today, we wanted to call the attention of all our members of independent petroleum marketers that they should not participate in the 10 days protest. all our members should be fully in their business, open their filling stations, and started selling products so that to eradicate scarcity. In fact, Mr. President, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing his best to see that he make a good progress to the country. Therefore, we have been following him, and the way he has been going, we have seen that is good for Nigerians. Therefore, we cannot allow our members to participate in this protest. Therefore, our members should go back and be doing their business, legitimate business, sell their petrols inside their filling station 24 hours. Our message for the Nigerians, they should not participate in this protest because we have an experience about this protest during the EndSARS, whereby some vehicles are being burnt, and including even some filling stations too are being burnt. And this thing is not good for Nigerians. We are calling the attention of the all security agencies. They should try and see that they protect all our filling stations and our trucks that are on the road moving. Thank you.
Hello, now this is the part that I hate the most, the part where I have to draw the curtains on today's edition of Ipman Today. Many thanks for staying with us on today's edition of Ipman Today. Till I come your way again, same time next week. Remember, there is no need for protest because the issues are being addressed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is Ipman Today. My name is Alpha Mokone. This again is the largest network in all of Africa, the NTA. Same time next week, keep a date with us, 10:05 p.m. on NTA. Ipman Today, always there to give you the latest in Nigeria's oil and gas sector, and always here to tell you what is happening in Ipman. Don't go anywhere. The sublime broadcasting of NTA continues right after we round up the show.